Welcome to Area DMG.
Welcome back to Area DMG. I am your host, Phil Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and today, I was going to put up a video for a game, a particular game, and then I looked over the material that was sent with the game and realized that, whoops, I misread when the embargo was. So I had everything up and ready and planned, and then I couldn't use the game. So that happened. But I'm just going to use this time to do just a real quick update and then talk about the stuff that did happen. So, this was an interesting week. Hmm, there was a physical edition of for unlimited run games for Shantae and the what is it, the Sirens? Yeah, let me bring that up real quick. Okay, so it was Shantae and the Seven Sirens. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. I just know that I was up way early so I could pre-order it. Yep, yeah, Shantae and the Seven Sirens. That one's coming out as physical. We should maybe have some video on that soon. We do have some video for like the Persistence. That's up for next week. That's the one I had to reschedule. And Nintendo out of nowhere dropped a new Paper Mario adventure for the Nintendo Switch that debuts on July 17th. Which is kind of surprising and shocking that they're just like, here you go. The big rumor right now is that they're just gonna just drop stuff randomly instead of doing a direct because of no E3, and I'm like, okay, go ahead and do that. Another thing that just randomly kind of dropped was there is a Kickstarter for Colors Live. Colors Live is a sequel essentially to the DSiWare and 3DSware game Colors, which it's a pretty good little art program, but the stylus that they make for for the Nintendo Switch probably wouldn't really cut it. So the people who made the game actually put together a new stylus, new pressure sensitive stylus specifically for the game that, well, it plugs into the audio port on the top of the I almost said on top of the DS, on top of the Switch, and that's interesting. So we'll see what they do with that. There's also upcoming this month, or rather, there is also Rocky Mountain Pinball Showdown, which, as far as I can tell, appears like that is on track to actually happen. And since that is on track to actually happen sometime around 23rd, 24th, 25th, we'll know a little bit closer to that whether or not it's going to go through. And if it does, we'll have video and pictures and stuff and actual coverage of it. That would make it the first convention of the year in May. Ugh. Denver Pop Culture Convention was rescheduled, and that was rescheduled, I think, for November. A bunch of other stuff got pushed back. Oh boy. So, I don't know. There is a chance we may or may not get NDK this year. Yeah, that's in September, so we'll see. And then there's also DakuCon, which is also in October, so we'll see about that one too. Generally, it's been a year, and the year isn't even half over. Oh, oh, by the way, Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics will have a free app that people can download to their Switch so that they can use it in they can use like they can use like if one person owns the game and the other people own the little free app, they'll be able to play without having to buy the game in local multiplayer. Also, there is a re-release coming out in September of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 coming together as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 plus 2, and it's a remaster of it for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. Looking forward to that. Hmm. Oh, people who like Story of Seasons, Friend of Mineral Town, which is a remake. will be showing up in July this year for the Nintendo Switch. hmm And a couple other things. There were some general delays for one of the Pokemon animated series things that's showing up on YouTube. I wasn't really following it, but that got delayed. And Nintendo also announced they're adding 4 new Nintendo Switch Online NES and Super NES games on May 20th, and those will be for the United States. Operation Logic Bomb for the Super Nintendo, Wild Guns for the Super Nintendo, Pal de Pon for the Super Famicom, but on the Super Nintendo for the first time, and the NES version of Rygar. Now, the arcade version of Rygar is already available as we speak, and of course, these will just be added in. Other in Japan, they're getting Super Punch Out, Pal de Pon, Rygar, and then Rough World, which is the in the US is called Journey to Silas or Silius or Silius, whatever. Anywho, um, I have played exactly. Well, I have Wild Guns Reloaded, the one on the Switch. It's pretty good. Looking forward to playing the Super Nintendo one. Now, if that had been the Super Nintendo Sunset Riders, that would be pretty awesome. Ah, but yeah, Pal de Pon is interesting, and this is going to be one of the first times we see one of these. The first time we've actually had an official US release of this one. It was released as Tetris Attack, where they redid it a bit, but it'll be interesting to see that in the United States for the first time, essentially, officially. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It has been a week. It has been exhausting. The new Paper Mario is called Paper Mario: The Origami King. I would put in some footage of it, but I'm just like, no, this is just me just being experimental, I suppose. So I'm just gonna record this audio, read some stuff here, talk a little bit about it, and we'll go from there. So there's Sonic stuff running in the background. Anywho, oh boy, this is a in Paper Mario: The Origami King. You have allies, which are interesting. Yep. Hmm. I like that they have allies. I don't know too much about this one yet. The last couple ones that were out were like Color Splash and Sticker Star, and oof, Sticker Star had a bunch of stuff that I didn't particularly like, but I still finished it. And I didn't really play Color Splash. I was just like, and also like, so we'll see. There's been Paper Mario's been a bit maligned lately, and it'll be interesting to see what they do with this one. So here's hoping that we get a good Paper Mario on July 17th. Ah, man, it's just one of those days. This week's been tiring. Everyone else keeping safe out there? Because it is tiring over here. So stay indoors, stay safe, cower in place. Woo, people. But yeah, all that cowering in place has been exhausting. And if you're not too exhausted, go ahead and hit that like button, that share button, that subscribe button, ring that little bell so you're notified whenever we have a brand new video here on Area DMG. And until the next video comes out, you are now caught up.
Morning, Maya.